This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
A lot of the fans, were earlier. Right. Look at Dennis pointing at me. And they were old time, long time, in their 40s, Georgia wrestling fans who just did not like Dusty. And Dusty, never wrestled in Georgia on a regular basis. Florida, and then, of course, Mid-Atlantic, and now in Georgia with World Championship Wrestling. But back in the days, he was kind of a Florida guy, so he would come into Georgia on occasion. They just didn't like him. And I remember we would come out. If this is something we haven't talked about, we would come out, David or I would come out and say hello to the fans. And a lot of times we would come out with a format and we would tell them who was on the card. And we would go right up to the apron of the ring, not a camera side, fan side. And then Tommy Young would say hello to him. The two ladies are bottom left. Not now, but they're just left of the camera. I'll show them to you here in a minute. And every time we would say Dusty's here, those ladies would go, ew. I mean, they would, ew, make faces like, oh, we can't stand him. And they were the two Dusty haters. They got jackets on and have white blouses on. And I say they're long time Georgia Championship Wrestling, going to the Omni, probably going to the old Civic Center, wherever it was before then. And they just despise Dusty Rhodes, and they let everybody know it. So we come out. Good to have you here, TBS, this week. Here's who we have on the card. We would just run down the main event guys. So, yep, there they are again. You see them on the left of your screen?
Yep, I see them right there.
That's them, especially the one in the tan. She would have different ladies with her, but she would always like a couple of them in pairs.
Did they just cheer for the good-looking guys, or did they just cheer for the heels?
They just cheered for the good-looking guys. They cheered for the baby face. They just didn't like Dusty. But if they didn't like it, get your fat ass out of here. Wow.
By the way, the word ass was bleeped originally on TBS, I heard. And I love that he gave a little shout out when he said, Tommy, you may have to do a little edit there a little bit. I know who he's talking about. Tell everybody who he's talking about.
Director Tommy Edwards, who was really, I think Tommy we started using Tommy for, Clash of the Champions and then some of the big events. And Tommy, I think Tommy should be credited for, at least for us, taking crowd reaction shots.
Right.
We never had that before, Tommy, and Tommy started to do that. And sometimes I can't remember who it was, but there was some pushback on that at times, like Tommy's taking too many crowd reaction shots. And I would say to myself, no, he's not.
Yeah.
These are good. These are vital. And so I give Tommy a lot of credit. Tommy went on to work at ESPN. I don't know if he's retired yet or not. He lives out in LA, and he still may work on that, that late night LA Sports Center.
Yeah.
He still may be involved in that. I'm not sure. So good for Tommy. He's stayed in TV because he's a sharp guy. Anyway, Blackjack Mulligan was turning babyface, and they did a thing around where Blackjack would be attacked by heels. He was wrestling someone. I don't know who it was. He was wrestling someone. I think he was wrestling Paul Jones, and Baron von Raschke came running out from the back of the Richmond Coliseum and attacked him. Another heel attacked him, and Paul Jones helped Blackjack fight him off. So Blackjack reached out his hand to Paul Jones, and Paul did the thing where he looked around to the fans. Should I shake his hand? Should I shake his hand? They shook his hand. Everybody popped. And this was the beginning of Blackjack becoming a babyface. When I never will forget, when Baron von Raschke ran out, Hippie said, "That son of a bitch." I could hear that flat-footed son of a bitch, and I knew it was Baron von Raschke the moment I looked down. Thinking, why does something like this stick with me? Right. That flat-footed son of a bitch. Oh, we had such glorious times back then. We really did. Hippie was a good friend, man. When no one else would go to wrestling with me, he would go, because I would ask some of the guys, "Nah, I can't afford it. Yeah, I can't. No, don't want to go." Hippie would always go, man, wherever I would go. And, Ivan, very underrated worker.
Oh, no doubt.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.